Welcome back to Carlotto's Dark Anthology and another round of the Quickfire Challenge, where I write a full horror or folklore story from a single spark in under 500 words and 2 hours. This one's a little different. My friend Josh requested a story based on the weekend we met. This is Gumbo and Gators. If you enjoy strange tales, southern folklore, or gators with attitude, subscribe, like, and share with someone who thinks they've seen everything. And don't forget to put in the comments your own challenge for me to do next time. Let's begin. Gumbo and Gators. Josh had promised an authentic bayou experience, and he was delivering. We'd been bouncing along dusty back roads, past tangled swamps and moss-draped trees, before finally pulling into what he cheerfully dubbed a trailer park. Though that seemed generous, it was more like a half-forgotten settlement, slowly surrendering itself to the marsh. Stepping from Josh's truck, I stretched my 6'2" heavy frame, adjusted my wide-brimmed felt hat, and wiped the sweat from beneath my long salt and pepper beard. Beside me, Tony, small but stocky, proudly sporting his Puerto Rican flag hat, bounced on his heels, grinning with anticipation. Josh, nearly my size and booming with good humor, waved us toward the makeshift cooking station at the park's center. "Y'all gonna see how real gumbo's done," Josh laughed, his voice rolling like the bayou itself. The cook, tall and wiry, greeted us warmly, immediately launching into a passionate monologue about the delicate balance of a proper roux, spices, and Cajun magic. Tony eagerly peppered him with questions, while I quietly absorbed everything, committing each detail to memory. Soon, more folks drifted in, like ghosts summoned by the promise of gumbo. By the time the air was thick with spices and camaraderie, our small gathering had swollen to a proper community event. As the gumbo bubbled, Tony and I wandered toward the riverbank, drawn by the shimmering water and the buzzing song of insects. I'd just crouched to study an oddly shaped rock when Josh's voice rang out, surprisingly sharp. "Carl, Tony, get your asses back here, right now." Confused, we glanced back to see Josh lumbering urgently toward us. Before we could respond, the water erupted in a violent splash, and a massive alligator lunged onto the shore, maw gaping wide, teeth glinting like knives. "Shit!" Tony yelled, stumbling backward as I instinctively yanked him aside. We scrambled up the muddy bank, feet slipping, hearts pounding, the gator surging relentlessly after us. Just as it seemed the beast would catch us, the wiry Cajun cook appeared, calm as moonlight, wielding a worn wooden spatula like a knight with his sword. With shocking casualness, he smacked the gator's nose. "Boudreaux," he scolded, accent thick as gumbo. "Ain't you got manners? We got guests." Amazingly, the alligator froze, eyes blinking with something oddly like embarrassment. The Cajun shook the spatula at it sternly. "Go on now, get!" To our disbelief, the alligator backed down, retreating slowly to the river. Tony and I stared, mouths agape, while Josh burst into thunderous laughter. "Heck," he bellowed, wiping tears from his eyes. "Thought we were gonna lose you too." "I swear," Tony gasped, eyes wide beneath his hat. "That gator understood him." Then our host shrugged modestly. "Boudreaux, he just ornery sometimes. Forgets his place." "Well," I said, brushing mud from my shorts and adjusting my hat, "if that ain't authentic, I don't know what is." "Welcome to the bayou, Carl." Josh grinned, slapping my broad shoulder. "We got gators with attitude and gumbo with heart." The air was thick with spices, sweat, marsh, and laughter. It was real, dangerous, ridiculous, perfectly real.